Hey guys, it's Fun from Makeup by Maran, and if you want to see this look, my smoky Thanksgiving eyes featuring the Josie Maran I Love You palette, as well as a giveaway. Stay tuned for more. Hey guys, so I'm back with another tutorial, and you may notice that I'm not at my house, but that's because I'm actually at a friend's house for Thanksgiving, and I decided to go ahead and film a makeup tutorial since I'm doing my makeup anyways for Thanksgiving, and I wanted to take you guys along with me. So I'm going to do a look using the Josie Maran I Love You eyeshadow palette. So this is a really great palette. It's meant to have colors that kind of suit every skin tone, and it really does because it has some light colors, some bright colors, and then the darker colors. And these are all kind of like, they have a shimmer to them, but they're more, when you apply them, they look more matte on, which I like. Not too shimmery, so good for various skin tones, ages, and everything. So I've been using this for a couple weeks, and I've created a bunch of different looks. Today I think I'm going to do something like more fall with like burgundy, a little bit of silver, a little bit of gold and black. So I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. And today I'm going to also be featuring some new brushes, and they're right here. Aren't they cool looking? They're by Brush Lab, and I've reviewed them on my blog before. And I came up with this brand new line of brushes, and they're really cool. They're square, and their design is just like really like modern, and they're all like synthetic dual fiber type of look. So that's really cool, and I'll be using these brushes today in this tutorial. And if you have any questions about them, let me know. I'll put the link to where you can get them in the description box below, as well as all the Josie Maran stuff. And then I will also do a full review of these brushes on my blog. So let's go ahead and jump right into the tutorial. So first off, I'm going to start with an eyeshadow base. I'm going to use my Stilo base, which I always use. And I'm going to use this, it's like a flat brush from Brush Lab. And it's nice and sturdy and dense. So I'm just going to apply the base all over my lids. And by the way, if you're wondering, I already have my foundation on. I'm wearing the Cover FX Big Cover Kit. So that will be coming up in another future review. And on my eyebrows I have on my customary Tarte Emphasized Brow Pencil and a little bit of Smashbox Brow Powder. So on the lid, I'm going to start out by doing a light gray, and it's going to be this one right here. I'm going to use another flat Brush Lab eyeshadow brush. This one's a little bit smaller, so it'll fit on my lid a little bit better. And then I'm just going to pack on the color. And again, since these brushes are kind of dense, so they're good because you can really get color payoff. And the shadow itself is really pretty. It's a light silvery gray, not too shimmery. It has almost like a little bit of pink in it. It's a great inner lid color. Then I'm going to take this really cool blender brush. Check this out. I love how it's so dense and like kind of stubby. And I'm going to get this burgundy color right here. And this is a really pretty flattering color that looks good on so many skin tones. It's deep enough to go up to darker skin tones, and it's very rich. So I'm going to start at the outer V and literally just do little circles and blend it above my crease. And the colors are just really easy to blend, and they're pigmented on the same time, so it doesn't take a lot of work to use these colors. And this brush is really dense, so it blends it out nicely. So we're just working it out so you get a nice little fade action. Next, we're going to take a smaller brush. This is their little eye smudger brush, which is really cool. I'm just going to dip it into the black. And instead of using it as an eye smudger right now, I'm going to actually use it to get really close inside this little indent right here in the inner V. The inner part of the outer V, rather. And it helps to really deposit the color right there, because it's so small. And again, very dense. And the brushes are all very short. So it really helps to give you control, especially when you're doing your own eye makeup, when you feel like you're all up in the mirror. It gives you more control. But now what I'm doing is I'm just kind of, after I put the color down, I'm just kind of flicking out the edges and helping to blend. But like I said, these colors are really pigmented and easy to blend at the same time. So what I'm doing is now I'm just, like I said, I'm flicking it out. And by flicking it out, it helps it blend. And you can take the residue and go underneath and use it more at its tip. And this is going to line the underneath part. And then I like to kind of go up at a diagonal to just kind of clean up the shape. And the other side. Oops, blocked it with my, so I go underneath and I said bring it up at a diagonal and it cleans up that outer V shape. Let's go back with our blendy brush. Dab it in just a tiny bit of that burgundy again. And we're gonna kind of go over the little area and make sure everything's nice and blended out. And if you feel like you're not getting enough burgundy color, go ahead and just kind of tap it in. So that way you can still see the burgundy. Let's see, let's take the same flat brush right here and get a little bit of this shimmery color right here. It's like a shimmery champagne. This is only gonna go right underneath the brow bone because we don't want shimmer all over. And I'm just gonna keep that nude base as my highlight color. But we're just gonna highlight right under the eyebrow just to kind of make your eyes pop. And take that same color and put it right on the inside right here. Get the little tear duct highlight going on. Okay. Just make your eyes a little bit lighter and brighter. And go ahead and try to look and see what you want to blend. You can either use dotting motions like this or a little circle motion. So now I'm just going to go ahead and line. If I want to put some more color back there, I can. Using NYX Skinny Marker, which I really like. And I'm just going to line. I'm not going to do my waterline just because I want to keep it kind of light because I'm still Thanksgiving. It's not like smoky club time. But I will put a little bit more of that black just on the outer V, on the lower lash line on the outer half using this same smudger brush. Okay. Now you can do lashes. I'm going to be using, let's see, what am I going to use? I'm going to be using these Sonia Kashuk Glam lashes right here, which are kind of great because they're very dense and thick, and I like thick lashes more so than length. So let's go ahead and pop those on really quick. Okay, so the eyelashes are on, and let's go ahead and finish the face off. So what I'm going to do is do some contouring. So my new go-to contour color is MAC's Blunt Blush. And I'm going to be using this little brush right here. It's an angled brush from Brush Lab. And it's a little bit small, but it works so awesome to do this area right here, which is the nose. So I'm just going to dab it very lightly into the blunt blush. And then it fits so perfectly right here to contour. So I really like that about this brush. It's very, very soft, and all you do is kind of run it back down like this. And kind of just blend it out. And you can do the same thing on the on like the other places of your face. Let's see. So I'm gonna do is just very dab it lightly, but since it's so small, you kind of have to be careful because you don't want to deposit too much color in a little area. So work it in little blending motions like this. And it's good because it helps you be precise, but I kind of prefer it to be a little bit bigger. I'm going to show you though what I do definitely prefer is more like something like this, which is a little bit bigger. And it speeds up the process. Because got places to go, people to see. And by the way, like I mentioned, I use Cover FX foundation using my little Brush Lab foundation brush. And I use their Cover FX translucent powder on top. Okay. Now let's go on to blush. I'm going to use the same brush. And let's see, what blush are we going to use? Let's use this Pure Minerals Baked not Pure Mineral, this is Palladio Baked Blush and Chocolate. And get it on the same brush right here. And this is such a soft brush, and it's really nice because it feels like a massage on your cheeks. So I'm getting it on because I like how it's a little bit of a warmer color, so it's more fall. So now what we're going to do is a little bit of cheek highlighter. I love my NYC bronzer. I love this gold side. So we'll go ahead and take this little skinny brush again and just get the gold and go right here. And it's subtle, but it really makes your face just nice and bright and just glowy. I love this stuff, and it's so cheap. Okay, so let's go on to the lips. Let's see, I haven't used this brush, and it's a little lip brush. So let's go ahead and use it. First, I'm gonna do a little bit of a nude lip, just because I wanna keep it light. It's today. I'm using Bobbi Brown Natural Beige Lip Sheer, just to kind of put a base on my lips. And I'm going to use this NYX Mega Shine Lip Gloss in Smoky Look. So I'm just going to put some on the back of my hand and get this lip brush, which is really cool because it's very small and precise. And I'm just going to go on top just for some shine. I like how this lip gloss is kind of has a peachy tone because it doesn't look too nude. It makes your lips just look a little bit more healthy than a straight beige nude gloss. Okay, take a look at your eyes and see if you want to add or take away anything more. The lashes kind of help you to see where everything is. I'm gonna add a little bit more eyebrow pencil where things got faded out. And this is my final look. So this is my Thanksgiving look. About to actually go out and do this. Gotta finish my hair. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'll put links to all these different products I use, the Cover FX, the Josie Maran, and the Brush Lab brushes. So the cool thing about today's video, though, if you were patient enough to wait to the end, is I'll be giving away this awesome I Love You palette. And this palette is so cool because, like I said, it's huge. I love the big mirror, especially when you're traveling like I am right now. And it has a big mirror, and it has 8 amazing colors. You have shimmery, white, gray, a gold, a burgundy, a black, a dark blue, and a purple and pink. So you really have every color that you need. And like I said, the finish is really nice. It's not too shimmery, which is a huge for me. It's very pigmented. It blends really easily. Really, really good quality brushes, and you get this nice, sleek, compact. Great for travel. And just really good stuff. I've reviewed Josie products before. I've reviewed Josie Maran products before, and they're really good. So if you want to win this, you will have 3 chances. I will be giving 3 palettes away, and I'll be giving them away on my Twitter, my blog, and my YouTube. So make sure you follow me on all 3. Follow my blog, follow me on Twitter and on YouTube, and you'll see the links for everything. To win on Twitter, I'm gonna have like I'll do a little announcement. So just make sure to follow me, Makeup by Ren on Twitter, and also follow Josie Maran. And basically, I'll just have you retweet something for me and maybe answer a little trivia question. It'll be really easy to win that way. On my blog and YouTube, what I want you to do is leave a comment with an interesting fact from the website, from Josie Maran's website, and it's really, all you have to do is just go on there and find something about the company that interests you, like the fact that they use argan oil and how it benefit women across the world, like whatever. There's a lot of really cool stuff on there. I want you guys to become really involved with the brand. So leave a comment, tell me an interesting fact in the comments below on both my YouTube and on my blog. And no enter me's. Like, I want you guys to put something that's actually substantial and meaningful. So that's how you win. I'll have all the rules on my blog, and if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you to Josie Maran for sponsoring these products, to Cover FX and Brush Lab, which will be featured in future reviews. So until next time, I hope you guys have a great night. Ciao, bellas.